Hi, it's time to do a reading for Aries. So if you are an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, let's see what your current energies look like. And as always, please take what works, see what does not. We all know who we are in this story. And I sure appreciate each and every one of you. And if you appreciate me, hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. All right, let's see. What are the current energies for my Aries? What's going on, Aries? Oh my goodness, we have the Tower. I just did this in my shorts. So there's been a sudden shift or change of something in your life. So let's see what this is all about. So I feel like there was, it's almost as if you have been sitting with yourself trying to figure out what needs to do, like what's going on, right? So here we have this Four of Cups. It's a little unsettled, this energy. But I feel as if you had to sit and see, what is it that's not making you happy? What is it that, because usually, the Three of Cups is about having this good social energy and, being good with your family and friends. But here we are upside down and you're sitting by yourself here. And I'm just wondering whether or not, this Tower moment had to happen, to kind of get you out of whatever this funk was. Maybe you were, kind of in a depression, or you were stuck, because when we have this energy of the Tower, sometimes, this is an energy that pops our bubble, and it kind of brings us down to reality. Whatever it is, I feel as if something happened that totally shifted how you had to look at things. All right, so this real great awakening that's happened. And then you come out, as the Queen of Wands. So you're fire. This is fire energy. This is a very creative, confident, charismatic individual. This is somebody, people admire, they look up to. So I feel as if, it's almost as if something happens that just kind of crumbles your life around you. But what that does, it's like, truly that Phoenix rising, kind of energy is what I'm feeling for you, Aries. So I like that whatever this shift is that happened to you, it kind of lit that fire that you need to do. Really kind of see that, oh my gosh, this just was not working for me. So now I'm going to have to shift this energy out. So now what I'm feeling for you, Aries, is that it's time to quit talking about things and start really putting things into action. All right, so it's one of those things, if procrastination is your middle name, you need to kind of, change that around, because I just feel as if there is something that, you have been working on, and maybe, it wasn't really working good for you. Like, I feel as if you were doing something that, wasn't getting you anywhere. So this is why that Tower came down and crashed. And it's almost, I'm getting a big ego. All right. Some of you Aries, had to have your ego kind of popped and you had to come back into reality, because I think you were getting way out there, and what was happening is that you were getting lost in your own thoughts. Here we have the Nine of Swords coming up reversed. It's like you had created this world of chaos that you were just swirling in, and it was time to just kind of stop. All right, so I feel like a lot of you Aries, you got a real reality check. You got a dose of life with this Tower that kind of said, you know what, this is not working. So let's destroy this before it destroys you, right, Aries? So yeah, whatever it is, I feel like something came in and kind of shifted you. And I keep getting ego. It's like you had to really kind of put your ego back in check, all right? Because sometimes in an effort to prove yourself or do something, I think sometimes Aries, you come off a little arrogant, right? And I'm not picking on you or anything. It's just your nature, and it's like the self-righteous, arrogant energy, which is off-putting. People don't really like that. So maybe something came along that kind of shifted that. The good news for you, Aries, is that whatever this shift is, it puts you back in the limelight. It puts you back where you belong. It's like now you can kind of really be who you are, because this other, whatever, I want to say persona, life, whatever it was that you had created, it wasn't good for you. It had created this big ego, and something had to come in and pop it. So when we have the Nine of Swords as your final outcome, it's almost as if you kind of get out of your head, and you kind of accept the shift and the change because you've learned a lot about yourself, haven't you? You've learned a lot about you, your true nature in this whole process that you've just experienced. But whatever it is, I feel like it has finally come to an end with this tower. And now you can kind of breathe a sigh of relief and now maybe proceed more with, an energy of lightheartedness and hope. And just know that the universe has your back, because one of the things that's coming through for me, for you, Aries, is that, it's just like you want to be so much in control that you forget that there's something bigger in control. All right. And I feel like whatever this shift is that has just recently hit you, I think you finally see that there is something much bigger than you that's in control, and you can release some of your ego and some of the self-righteous attitude that you've been kind of carrying as a protection, because I do feel like that's a protective kind of energy. You put yourself in a position where people can't touch you, and I feel like a little vulnerability is exactly what you need. And I think whatever this situation is that just came down on you kind of put you in that vulnerable place where now you can really kind of move from the ground up a little bit more rooted and a little bit more confident. All right, so that's what I got for you, Aries. If it resonated, great. If it didn't, that's okay. All right, take what works, leave what does not. All right, I'll see you at another reading on another day. Hit that like button. Thank you. Bye.